Hello, boys and girls. This is Miss Monroe, and today I am going to show you how to make a self-standing Alibrije. Now, Alibrijes were made by Pedro Linares after he had a very interesting dream when he was 30 years old. He had a dream that he was walking in a forest, and in that forest there were brightly colored creatures. Most of them would have wings, horns, and bulging eyes. Now, after his dream, he started to make them out of paper mache. Now, I know a lot of us don't really have paper mache or the materials to do that, so we are going to make one using just a thin piece of cardboard, cardstock, or tag board. Okay, poster board will also work, but you want it to be sturdy and not too flimsy, because otherwise it will not work. Okay, we are going to be making what is called slots, and that's how we're going to get it to stand by itself. First things first, you need to make 2 semicircles. You want to use the edge right around here. We're going to make our pieces. Okay, so here's my circle. I'm going to put it on the bottom, and I'm going to use it to make my semicircle. 1, and make 2. Okay, these are my front and back legs. They're separate. We will be adding some slots at the top. You want to make a mark, so remember you want to do it about the length of your thumbnail. Okay, next thing, you're going to make your body. Now, Alibrijes can be based on an animal that really exists, or they can be a combination. So like armadillos, cats, snakes, lizards, dogs. Especially if you've seen the movie Coco, there's so many things that can be turned into an Alibrije. So you want to think about your basic body shape. Okay, you want to make an oval for your body. I like to also use my hand, stick it together, and use it as a base, because I want to make sure my oval is pretty big. There's my body. Now, the one I'm going to make, the one that I have in my head, is inspired by a rabbit, so I'm going to add my bunny tail on one side. I also don't want to make it small, because the smaller it is, the harder it is going to be to cut. On this side, I'm going to make my head, and I think about a bunny rabbit head. Bunny rabbit head is sort of like an oval. Okay, and then I'm going to think about my bunny rabbit ears. Now, what's fun about Alibrijes is that they tend to have wings, horns, and teeth. So I'm going to give my bunny rabbit some horns. I'm going to make them like deer horns, just a little fun. I'm also going to make some wings. Now, I want the wings to be an attachment like my legs. So I'm going to go down here on this empty space I have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a box. I'm going to start making like a little rectangle. And then on the top corner, I'm going to curve out and bounce back. Curve out and bounce back. Now, the reason why I had the rectangle right here is because what I'm going to do is this is going to be the slot. So I can attach it to my bunny rabbit. So ear, back. So I'm going to put my wings actually right about here. So there's another slot. This is where my front legs are going to go. This is where my back legs are going to go. And then I'm going to cut, cut, cut. So take out a pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut it all out. One. And yes, the wings might be a little tricky, but it's okay. 2. cutting. I'm turning the paper as I cut. If something's a little tricky, I just go back to the outside and I cut in. Here's my body. And my wings, last but not least. Okay, so then I go slit, slot, slot, slit. I don't want to go, I want to try to stick as much as possible to what I drew. I don't want to make them too big because then it will just flop over. Now the thing is, we are going to test it. So let's see. I want to match them up, line them up, and then slide them so that they both go down and lock in place. And there's one. Slide in place 2. And slide in place 3. And there we go, it works. Tune in next time for how to decorate.